I wanted to show you guys what could happen in about 3 years with just mild knowledge of fertilizers and basically a lot of time, attention, and care. This tree is only about 3 years old, and yet this thing is honestly quite massive for what it is. I can't even get this thing in the photo. There were so many little peach, like half-formed peach fruits, like small little grapes, not grape-sized things. Yeah, little plum-sized peaches, dozens of them, and the squirrels picked them all clean because I'm so close to the forest, which brings in mind that location is very important. But yeah, there was, oh my god, they picked like you can't see them all, but I'll just keep picking them up. Yeah, they picked those trees clean. I was wondering why I kept seeing squirrels over here. But yeah, these trees, they're only about 3 years old at most. 1, 2, 3 on their third year. That tree's on its second year. That's a mulberry tree. That's a peach tree. No, I don't think there's any more peaches in these trees. Squirrels. You saw a little bit of the peaches that I had in one of the videos. You could see them hanging off the tree. But nah. No, this tree is absolutely massive. There's no like real sense of scale I can give you. 3 years old. Basically fertilizer every day. A lot of preparation beforehand, about $1,000 in fertilizer into the ground, which is a lot for such a small area. That's a mulberry tree, and that's also a mulberry. And that big hunky junk is a mulberry. I think it's a smaller mulberry right behind it. There's a smaller mulberry at the front. Mulberry goes very easily. Not too many animals bother with mulberries, because mulberries are just apparently a little too finicky. Insects will, but yeah, trees apparently, squirrels, oh my god, they stripped that tree bare. There were like 100 little peaches on that thing. Many dozens. I mean, I picked up so many of those peach pits. I stepped on one like way out there. But yeah, location is important, but like time and preparation mean everything. I mean, that is a thick tree. Next year, this thing's really going to be producing. If I get a dog, I'll probably be able to have peaches next time. I at least had mulberries this season. But yeah, just want to show you guys. I am proud of that. So I can't really fit this all in the frame. Right there is a peach tree it's only about 3 years old. But the size and scale of this thing is kind of massive. It was full of peaches not too long ago. But like the squirrels basically picked all the peaches off. I realize that's why I've been seeing them. And there were hundreds of peach pits like these left all over the ground. I picked up most of them already. But just to show you guys what a little bit of time and dedication can do. Yeah, the tree's only 3 years old. Mulberry. That mulberry is 3 years old. It's the largest one I had. Very grateful for it because I had mulberries this season. 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 2 peach trees. Oh, okay, by the right and the left. Okay, I got extras on me. Got a pawpaw southern mango fruit tree. It's very small. I don't know if he's dead or not. Probably a little beyond its season. I got outshaded by this peach tree up front. That one's less than a year old. Yeah, 3 years. There's no way to really catch this, how big this thing is. How enormous this tree is. But no, I didn't really get any fruit from it. I got some fruit. Yeah, I got some fruit. But those So, just a reminder, just a lesson to anyone, location is important. The reason it is this way is because we live right next to a forest. And I realize this is why farmers plant fruit trees so far away from the fields, from the forest, is because, basically, because the animals, because the squirrels, they will climb up these trees and they will pick, and they will release all your peaches. They release all your fruits. They don't bother with mulberries, apparently because they're just like out of season or... But I fed a lot of nature's little helpers. But yeah, 3 years, about $1,000 of fertilizer into the ground, a few hundred pounds of fertilizer of good stuff, not just crap. It's fish meal, fish bone. That's why they grew so explosively. And this, you saw a little bit in one of my videos, but like that side was like covered in fruits. There were many dozens of like little peaches all over this tree. That's why all the branches are so bowed down so low, because there was a lot of weight on them. But no, that tree, I didn't spend a lot of time and energy like speaking to this tree or communicating to it for it to grow. It grew pretty naturally by itself, mainly just due to like I watered it basically whenever it was dry out here. I kept tabs on it always, on all of them. Made sure they never got too dry, which happens basically to all the trees in summer. Which is a lot of work, tons and tons of water, carrying back and forth. Every day, every other day. That's why they got so big, because I fed them. I took care of them. And it surprised me too, 3 years. That's almost unheard of for most fruit trees, for it to just have that much fruit. And they were fruits. And they were viable. It's like they were just picked early because of the freaking squirrels. But yeah, peach tree. 2 of them. 3 of them actually. 4 if I'm not mistaken. It's a smaller one over there. But yeah, just want to show you guys what a little dedication and hard work does. And what like just planning for the future, like when I planted these trees, I didn't really have anything like a perception in mind. Like, I just had like an idea that this is what I needed to do. Like, I needed to, sow the seed. I need to start planting some seeds, literally. And this is what came out as a result. I have a small food forest over here. I've got greens in that lower left hand corner. And if you ever run out of greens, like as far as like spinach, salad goes, if you're living out in the wild, out in the country, you can use blackberry leaves as a source for sustenance for vitamin D, because your body needs those fresh components which it gets from nature, from biology. This is the other peach tree, by the way. And I have a plum tree over here. Plum tree and an apple tree, I believe. That's the apple tree. It's in there somewhere. And the reason why I let it grow all like this, and that's the plum tree, the reason why I let it grow all like this is because the more foliage, the more places where sunlight is not just striking bare ground, the less hot, the least amount of, it lessens the water evaporation, makes everything very comfortable. Puts the forest, puts a protection around trees. Because if these trees were just bare without any of the vines and stuff around, they would dehydrate pretty easily. Vines keep trees protected. Another common public perception, or a myth that was passed, especially around in the southern circles, was that once you saw vines or see like moss or fungus, or what's that called? Fungus. It's a fungus. Once you see a bunch of that on a tree, that like the tree's gonna die or something. And it's not. It's basically nature trying to save that tree. It's not fungus. It's lichen. It's a moss. That moss, this type of moss that you see on trees, doesn't harm trees. It actually protects them from dehydration. And it basically uses the surface level nutrients and basically water from the environment and air that's being passed and pushed over it. It basically, it gives the tree insulation. So, trees are connected. Life is all connected. Biology wants to save itself. Trees do intertwine and connect their roots. Roots do fuse underground. That's why sometimes when you try to kill a tree, you don't cut off enough of its roots, it will stay alive just because it's connected to other trees. And that's why certain root systems, yeah, they stay alive like that, and because they're fed by other trees. And they literally just like Avatar, they interlink their roots. I didn't believe it before until I basically tore up the ground and I saw it. I saw it. It's two roots joined together from two separate entities, so separate sources. You know, so many times you kill one thing and it affects everything else. How you tried cutting down, yeah, I tried killing that one, like that holly bush tree, by cutting all the roots up and stuff, and it would not fell until you took out all the roots, because the trees were basically around it were keeping it alive, and it kept it alive for years. But yeah, have to help some guys.